Good morning and welcome to Lone Star College-Kingwood. We know it's very early, but we're so glad that you're here with us today. I'm Marcy Young, the Communications Manager, and I'm so pleased to introduce our esteemed president, Dr. Melissa Gonzalez, Lone Star College-Kingwood president, and she's going to be leading our program today. So please give her a round of applause and welcome her to the podium.
Thank you so much. I want people, let's see, they're blocking my view. Oops. Yeah. Thank you. Let's reverse this one. Yeah, maybe. Just want to make sure I see everybody. Good morning, buenos dias. How are you doing this morning? Are we excited? I know, right? This is definitely post-COVID days, right? We're all getting friendly together. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough for being here and making the sacrifices. I know I had to make adjustments in my morning as well. So thank you so much for everything that you do to help us help your students, and more importantly for the donors, their generosity of really changing lives, and that's not just the lives of the students, but the lives of the families. The families are impacted by your generosity. So thank you so much for all the donors that are here that are really changing lives, working together with us. Again, I'm so proud to be here at Lone Star College-Kingwood, but really changing the lives of our families, of our community. So again, I just can't not thank you enough. I mean, this is a very successful event, and again, thank you. I really want to share with you that this is our 11th annual. So again, this is a big deal. And I am honored to be here and serving as your president of Lone Star College-Kingwood. As president, I want to thank the donors, of course, for their generosity, and also, of course, the Lone Star College Foundation, which we'll hear from Nicole later. Thank you for everything that you're doing. And all it takes is just that one scholarship. And I'll just share really quickly that through my whole career, believe it or not, of 12 years of higher education, I received one scholarship because I was shy, I was embarrassed, I didn't think I was good enough, I didn't think I was capable of receiving any funds. And after I received that one scholarship, I mean, look, I'm here. You know, I felt confident, I felt that I could do this, I felt that I really felt a responsibility because people were donating money to me for me to be successful. I felt a responsibility. And so it really made a difference. I'm a first-generation college student. English is my second language. The data shows that I shouldn't be here, standing right here. I should have been, I'm from the Valley, down in the Valley, South Texas. The data statistics don't show that I'm supposed to be standing here, but because of donors, because of a college that said, you can do this, si se puede, you can do this. I felt that I could do this, and believe me, the students here and parents, donors, everybody here, we all work together to make sure that they cross that finish line. In a few weeks, we'll be having our graduation. So some of your students, I'm sure, will be there. Some of you all will be there. And you know, this is what we're here for, to help students succeed, to change lives. And so again, thank you so much. We couldn't do this without the generosity of our donors, changing the lives of not just, again, the students, but of our families. And so we hope that our students someday, feel that responsibility to pay it forward. We're always, looking, because there's a lot of students, a lot of families that still have that need. So again, thank you so much. And we definitely are here to provide these opportunities to our students. Let me first thank the pianist, Mr. Heath Bircher. Wasn't Heath amazing? Yes, wasn't it beautiful, beautiful songs? He is a member of our adjunct music faculty. He's an accomplished performer, having earned numerous awards for his musical abilities. So thank you, Mr. Bircher, for your talent. And also I want to thank the French Corner. Did an amazing job of providing all these nice snacks and meals. So let's thank the French Corner and their staff. And I also want to thank Marcy Young, who was just here. She's been in the job for less than a month. And she, along with the team, again, she did not do it alone, but she led the efforts of this event. So let's give her a round of applause for everything she did. And of course, I do want to thank the Lone Star College team. There's too many to name. Thank you so much for your support and your help to make this event a success. I also want to just share really quickly that we have our former president, Dr. Catherine Pearson, and her husband, Andy, here, who are donors themselves, and they're here. Thank you so much, Dr. Pearson, for being here. I'd like to also recognize our members of our foundation board. Dr. Alton Smith, is he here? I don't think I've seen him. Mr. Seth Shar, is he here? Mr. Scott Brady? Mr. Scott Brady, no? Ms. Paula Mendoza? No, okay. Ms. Nancy Shortsleeve, I know you're here. Hi, thank you so much, Nancy. Chris Michael, yes, hi, thank you so much for being here. So thank you to the Foundation Board of Directors for your hard work in supporting our students. Thank you so much. Our staff for the Foundation Board, this is a hard role to play, so I definitely want to thank them. Miss Fiona Burnett, is she here? Yes, thank you so much. Susan Summers, I saw her. Susan? Oh yeah, hi there. And then finally, I want to introduce Ms. Nicole Robinson Gauthier, who is the Executive Director for the Lone College Foundation. She has done an amazing job fundraising for 8 colleges that we have for Lone Star and providing the leadership needed for this foundation. And it was founded in 1991. The LSC Foundation has provided over $18.6 million in scholarships to more than 20,000 students, as well as more than $8.5 million in program support since its inception. So please, let us welcome Ms. Nicole Robinson Gauthier.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez, and thank you for hosting it. Look at this full room. This is amazing. This is good stuff, right? Yes. And I love Dr. Gonzalez's message, so I want to repeat it, or what I took from it. You belong here. You belong here. And I love that she and the people that have come before her and the team that's here today have created a place where you belong, where everybody belongs and has an opportunity to do something amazing. And I love that we get to bring together students and donors, because donors, their job is to just take away a little bit of that obstacle, because you have enough obstacles in your path, right? You've got a lot of work to do with these classes and life in general. So these donors, they just want to take away one of those obstacles to make your path a little clearer. And it's really exciting to see a full room like this. Oh, look, my talking points went away. There they are. I didn't remember to print them, so I'm going electronic today. But just having a full room and seeing all of you and knowing that we could share this together, and that vote of confidence. I love to remind you that donors, if your student is not here, there's a lot of students here, but if your student is not here, there's a million reasons. Class, work, and kids could be just the top 3, I'm going to say, right? And so remember that. And students, if your donors are not here, they could have the same excuses, but also I want to make sure that you know some of these scholarships were set up long before we got here. And so that's the beauty of some of these endowments, is that they don't have to be here or be active to make sure that you're taken care of. Some people years ago have set up scholarships that will last forever, even though we don't last forever. And then I'm looking at Malcolm, because we've got one who set up a scholarship in honor of his mom. So his mom's not here, but this year is the first year their scholarship is being awarded. So can you tell I like my job? I mean, it's very exciting. So I'll get back to official talking points, but those are just some of the things when Dr. Gonzalez was speaking, I just love that message, because I believe that scholarships are a vote of confidence. They're not just the financial barrier, right, that's removed, but those are people that you may never meet that are proud of you and that are cheering for you and that believe in you and want to do what they can to be a part of your success. So we love celebrating all of those good things. So we've said thank you, right? I always ask this question, so I want you to raise your hand nice and high and don't give me the little right? If you have a graduation date with the 2023 in it, whether it's May, August, December, whatever, raise it high and let's see. How many are graduating? Good. Well done. You went straight up there, and I like that. I don't want I'm graduating. No, we're graduating. So congratulations to you graduates. Or future graduates. That's part of the reason we're here, to be a part of that success, to get you along the way. So you've heard 20,000 students that we've been able to support. We're working on that 200. You almost said 200, and I was like, we're working on the 200. But I'll tell you that just last year alone, the foundation was able to award more than $2.1 million to Lone Star College students across the system, right? So it's more than 2,000 students earning scholarships that we were able to be a part of. Very exciting. We also support over $460,000 in program support for departments across the college, and also emergency support. And that's one of the areas that we've seen a growing need, because scholarships cover tuition fees and some books, but life happens, right? And so there's other things that get in your path. And so we've been funding, my favorite is the Textbook and Technology Fund, right? What about that math book that's like $300 and you just can't seem to get it, right? It's gonna be really hard to get math going without that book. And so we're trying to meet you where you are and help where we can. And we don't do it alone. And so those are some of the really important things that we're working on. I'm excited to say that last year in Kingwood, we funded more than 600 of those scholarships here in Kingwood. That's a big number. It's a big number. And the total for Kingwood for the past year is more than $787,000. You guys are doing some big work, friends, and thank you for that. So I want to leave you with a couple of stats, because I really believe. So you're going to hear a story from a student, and you hear and meet your students at your table, because they all have amazing stories to share. But I want to give you some stats for the numbers people in the room, okay? 14% of the 21-22 graduates last year, 14% of them received foundation scholarships. So we're moving the needle. We're really being able to help people. So we're excited about that. We know that scholarship recipients have a higher persistence and completion rate than their non-scholarship peers. And friends, you also have a higher GPA than your non-scholarship peers. So you're doing great work. And so I'll tell you thank you to all of you for being here to celebrate. We know it's an early morning, but clearly you care about these students. And students, thank you for coming to meet donors. If your donor's not here, find a donor and tell them thank you, and share your story. I know there's going to be great photos set up, but really appreciate the team at Kingwood for putting this event together, for all of you for being here, and thank you for your leadership, Dr. Gonzalez.
Thank you so much. I've had the privilege to work with the Kingwood's Women's Club. They've been so generous, and so we're inviting them to come by and say a few words. So it's my sincere pleasure to introduce Ms. Kathy Adkins, the president of the Kingwood's Women's Club. This nonprofit organization has been committed to making a difference in the community since its founding in 1985. And this organization just last month donated $24,000 scholarship to Lone Star College-Kingwood to help students. Yes, and so we are in debt, appreciative, very grateful. So let's please welcome Ms. Adkins.
Thank you so much for having me here. This is quite a pleasure. I spent 17 very happy years right here on this campus, 14 of them over in student services. So this is a very nice trip down memory lane for me, so thank you. Again, my name is Kathy Adkins, and I'm currently serving as president for Kingwood Women's Club. And on behalf of Kingwood Women's Club, we are very, very happy to be here so we can give back to our community. If you don't know much about Kingwood Women's Club, we are a group, we were established back in 1985. There was a group of young women, young mothers, who saw a need in our community, and they said, there's something that we can do, we need to give back. And so our mission was formed on 4 tenets. It's community, camaraderie, charity, and commitment. And what we do is we give of our time, our talents, and our money. So how do we get this money? Well, we only used to have one big fundraiser every year, and hopefully you've attended or you've heard about it. It's our holiday marketplace. This is where we take over the Humble Civic Center, and for about 2 days we have this shopping extravaganza, champagne shopping and just lots of fun and food and all that kind of stuff. So we have our friends come, and that's where we raise the most of our money. And in fact, this year we're going to be celebrating our 25th holiday marketplace, so mark your calendars, you want to be there. So 2 years ago, we decided we would introduce something else. Now, I am from Louisiana, so I celebrate Mardi Gras. And so we thought, well, okay, there's a pretty large contingency from Louisiana that lives here in this area. Let's see if a Mardi Gras ball might be the thing to do. So we introduced the Crew des Bonnes Femmes, which means crew of good women, because that's who we are, it's what we do, And the first ball was a very big success. So we said, okay, let's bring it back again. Well, it was a big success again this year, so it's now a secondary fundraiser. So the monies that we make from our holiday market and our Mardi Gras is the money that we give to you. So I did a little history before I got here this morning, and I found that our giving history, Kingwood Women's Club's giving history, began in 2001, and we were able to give $1,000. We were so proud of ourselves. But as Dr. Gonzalez said, we were up to $24,000. But over the course of our history with you, we have given close to $170,000. So thank you. So there's 2 important dates that you want to remember. So our holiday market will be in October 23rd and 24th. You'll be seeing advertising for that. And then our Mardi Gras ball next February. You want to come. It's going to be a fabulous time. But as we say in Louisiana, and monsieur, come and pass a good time with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Adkins. Again, and everything they get from these 2 events goes to the community. Some to us, but other communities. I've attended their events where they give all their money, like every single penny they are able to get is for the community. So thank you so much. Thank you, Kathy, for being here. So as you look around the room, I know you see a lot of students. All of these students have earned scholarships. And you see these posters. These are journeys that students have been, like Nicole mentioned, everybody has a story. And we're very fortunate to have 3 students this morning to share their story about how the impact that the scholarship has done in their lives. It's amazing how, like I mentioned, how one scholarship or just having that burden taken away can really make a difference in people's lives. So we're going to start with one of our students is Samantha Alban. She was awarded the Rotary Club of East Montgomery County. And Samantha is a first-generation college student whose parents came from Mexico to give her a chance at a better education and, in turn, a better life. Here is Samantha to share her essay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to be really honest, I am really nervous. This is my first time speaking in front of such a huge crowd, in front of any crowd actually, and I can already feel my face turning red. But anyways, my name is Samantha Alban. I am here today to give a huge thank you to the Rotary Club of East Montgomery County for funding their endowment scholarship of $1,000. As a first-generation college student, I can truly say that it is a great honor and a great privilege to receive this award. My parents, they are both from Tamaulipas, Mexico, and unfortunately for them, they didn't even get to finish their elementary education. My mom, she only went up to the 3rd grade, and my dad only went up to the 5th grade. So when they came to the United States, they did it with hopes of giving their future children a better life and a better education than what they had over there. So with pride, I can truly say that they are one of the major reasons why I decided to start my college journey. I am currently in my 2nd year of college here at Lone Star, and I can say that it has not been an easy path. I graduated from high school back in 2016, so it has taken me until now to receive my associates, but here I am. Thankfully, I married a wonderful man who has always supported me in everything. He has always taught me to never give up and to always keep on fighting for my dreams. So with that being said, hopefully this upcoming summer term, I will be graduating with my Associates of Arts in Teaching. So yes. Thank you. My experience here has been really fun. I briefly joined a club called the BA Teacher Club, which is mostly, anyone can join, but mostly teacher candidates join. And we had an event this past October called Trunk or Treat. We parked outside in front of the TAB building and we decorated our cars for Halloween. And then little kids and their families came over. They were dressed in their costumes and they were trick-or-treating for candy. So that was a really fun experience to do. I did mention that I briefly joined the club because around that same time, I also applied for a work-study position here at the school. And I was lucky enough to get hired at the president's office with Dr. Gonzalez. So the days that I am not in class, I am there helping out in anything that I can. I was actually there helping out for this event, so I'm really glad to see a really good turnout. Once I complete my associate's degree from here, my plan is to transfer to the University of Houston in downtown. And like I said, my dream goal is to become an elementary teacher, bilingual teacher. My hopes, I would love to teach the grades between pre-K to second grade. And I know a lot of people tell me that I'm crazy because, you know, you require a lot of patience to be around kids that age. But honestly, I love being around those small children. I love to see them, how eager they are to learn something new every day. And, you know, they're always asking you questions and all of that. So that's pretty fun. So I want to end by saying that the Rotary Club of East Montgomery County Endowment Scholarship has really helped me stay focused on my education. Thankfully, with a little bit of help from financial aid as well, I was able to cover all of my expenses for this term, so I didn't have to be worried or stressed about of how I was going to pay for my classes. So that really helped me stay focused in my education. So again, thank you so much, the Rotary Club of EMC. I don't know where you guys are at, but thank you so much. You guys have helped me be one step closer in achieving my dream goal of becoming a teacher. So thank you.
Samantha, you did wonderful. You did great. I know she was nervous. And I remember telling her, you're going to be a teacher. You're going to be doing this. And so now you're going to have a smaller classroom. You did excellent. Thank you so much. And Samantha's been a joy to work with. So thank you so much for being here. The next speaker is Carlos Diaz Nava. He earned the Cooper Reed Wilson Memorial Endowment. And he will be graduating in May, and he's been accepted into the prestigious University of Houston College of Engineering. So here he is to share how his endowment helped him discover his passion and follow his dreams. So let's get Carlos Diaz.
Man, I'm nervous. My essay might be a little incoherent, but it's okay. I hope you can all understand. I'd like to first say thank you for the generous donation for the Cooper Reed Wilson Memorial Endowment. Here's a little about me. My name is Carlos Diaz, and I'm a student at Lone Star College. I am originally from Nuevo León, Mexico. That's where my family's from, and we moved here when I was 7 years old. So I've been living in the States for most of my life, but I spent a decent amount of time over there to learn the culture, the language. And prior to attending Lone Star, I was moving homes frequently, which affected me academically and financially. And because of my family's financial situation, I had small hopes that I would even attend college after high school, especially since I was a first-gen student as well. Fortunately, an opportunity arose during my high school senior year where our county promised recent high school graduates a scholarship that enabled many of us to attend Lone Star for free the first semester. And because of this scholarship, I was able to study what I am passionate about now, electrical engineering. As a kid, my curiosity flourished. I wondered how things worked from the inside and out, more specifically electronics. That's what I'm majoring. And coupled with my love for toys like Lego, This influenced my passion for creating and designing, and that's what I love doing now. I entered Lone Star College in the fall of 2019, unknowing of what field of study I wanted to pursue. I had no clue. Then COVID-19 happened, incited a pandemic soon after, and online classes were the only option, so I left school to work for a year. And during my time working, I realized my field of study was going to be electrical engineering, and I returned to school full-time in the fall of 2021. This upcoming spring semester will be my last year at Lone Star, and I have decided to obtain an Associate of Science in Electrical Engineering, of course, and further pursue it in a four-year university. This past summer, I attended Texas A&M at Kingsville for their engineering summer bridge program as well, where we were given the opportunity to gain experience in working on projects specific to our engineering field. And my group was able to work on a line-following robot project in which we constructed and wired the electrical components, wrote the code for it to function. So that was a really cool opportunity. And this past semester, I recently joined the Engineering, Math, and Physical Sciences Club, EMPS Club, or EMS Club, where I had the chance to meet and interact with other like-minded individuals with a passion for science and technology. And during the meetings I've attended, there were seasoned engineers speaking on their experience working in their fields, which informed and influenced us students for our future careers. And so far, Lone Star College has cemented itself as a major stepping stone for my career as well. Once I have completed my associates at Lone Star, I plan to further continue my studies at the University of Houston. I applied to UH during the 2022 fall semester, and I was accepted for the upcoming 2023 fall semester to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. At UH, I plan to specifically study computer and embedded systems, a field within electrical engineering. And as far as internships go, there are currently not any offers available for undocumented students like me, but I will continue to pursue my academic career without pause. To say I have made it this far in my academic career on my own would be untrue. My parents have helped me pay for college when I could not at times. Moreover, my dad was able to recommend me for a job at a company he works for. But still, being an undocumented immigrant sets difficulties in trying to build or succeed in this country. We currently live in a small mobile home where we can afford pay and where we are stable for now. But not being legally allowed to apply for a higher paying job has been the most problematic issue in my career. And fortunately, donors like yourself have made it possible for me to continue this journey. And the scholarship has granted me the chance to finish this last semester at Lone Star without having to worry about my financial situation. And once again, I thank you for the scholarship, and I am extremely grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Carlos. Para los padres, muchas gracias. I mean, these are the stories, right, of our students. This is why we're here. And donors don't ask questions about documented, if you are, or you're here, what you're doing, what you're back, nothing. It's about how can we help. So again, thank you for being who you are and just giving, no questions asked. And Carlos, I can assure you that there's more people out there that will be helping you along the way. And again, I know there's a lot of issues. I don't want to get into the political side, but you just continue going. You continue going forward, and we'll be helping you along the way. You always have a home here. Va a tener una casa aquí en Lone Star College-Kingwood. Aquí estamos para apoyar a nuestros estudiantes. Even when they go beyond their college, we're going to help. Carlos, the way I met him, and I know he helps out in the, I'm an advisor for Latina Inspira Student Network, and he helps us out as well. But he sent me a letter, a note that if I could write him a letter of recommendation. I said, absolutely. I offer that to all my students. If anybody needs a letter, let me know. And I read his information. I said, oh my gosh, you need to speak. And when I asked him, he said no. He said no. He goes, you can read it, but I'm not doing it. And so I begged him, please, they need to hear from you. Me reading his story is not the same. And so, Carlos, muchas gracias. Thank you so much. You did amazing. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. So it's just amazing. So thank you so much, Carlos. Now it's our turn. We have another student, again, amazing students that we have here at Lone Star College-Kingwood. She was one of our essay winners representing Lone Star College-Kingwood at this year's Chancellor's Scholarship Luncheon. She also received the Insperity Endowment. We invited her this morning because her essay is also an inspiring one. Leah is enrolled in our nursing program and hopes to eventually complete a doctoral degree in nursing. Her story is an example of how it's never too late to pursue new dreams and new goals. So please let's welcome Leah Kelly.
Thank you. Okay, so to my fellow speakers, I've done this a few times. It never gets easier. And I know we can never say it enough, but thank you, really, to the donors. The two stories we just heard, truly inspiring, so good job to you, too. My voice is already wavering, sorry. Okay, so I won the 2 scholarships, and one of them was the Chancellor's essay, and I have the honor of reading my essay to you guys today. Okay, so titled, Life as a Coyote. The decision to return to school was a daunting idea for me. I battled with the fear of not fitting in with your typical college demographic. After weighing my pros and cons, I took the leap and enrolled at Lone Star College. I decided fear was no longer going to stop me from achieving my dreams. I had allowed already too many obstacles to stop me from completing my degree in medical. I had originally started my family young, and their needs had always had to come before mine, and that in itself prevented me from completing school when I was younger. I had worked hard to establish a stable financial household for my family, and ultimately I built a very successful career in oil and gas. It was then that I decided if I could manage this boardroom, I could manage a college classroom. I do remember that first day in class, I was so embarrassed. I was a 35-year-old wife in class with mostly 17 to 18-year-olds. During class, I tried to avoid and ignore the feeling of seclusion and just do what I was there to do. The professor did the small get-to-know-me activities that you'd get in a normal classroom, and they did get the class participating in conversation. When I ended up leaving class, my slow exit had me walking out with the professor. Making small talk, he asked me what my academic plan was, trying just to create the small talk that typical get-to-know professors happens on those first days. I explained that I was interested in changing a career and pursuing my lifelong dream of becoming a nurse. In my nervous state, I also shared my reservations I was having about my age and my late start to school. I did not anticipate that this small conversation would have such an impact on my outlook in returning to school. He'd stopped me in conversation and told me a story that he had once been a professor to a student who already had multiple masters. He explained that he first felt intimidated and not confident at all that he could offer the student any more. This student was also doing a career change, and sometimes we just must all go back to the beginning. His point was that we are all in school to enrich ourselves, and I should not be ashamed but proud I took the action to pursue my academic goals. Many adults do not make that same decision. And on my ride home, I realized how right he was. I had a renewed sense of confidence and determination. I had finished that semester with a 4.0 GPA, and I have maintained that 4.0 for 3 semesters. I was accepted in a spot in the in the Honors College, Phi Theta Kappa, and the Lone Star Nursing Program. I have continued to push myself and showed some grace on past decisions. I no longer feel shameful or secluded on campus. The words of one caring professor had motivated me to not only continue, but to also excel in my academic career. I take pride in my achievements and the social growth in myself, and have made many friends on campus, and the diversity of students on campus made me realize how true the words of my professor were. I not only feel like I belong here, but I also feel like I'm a part of Lone Star. My contributions to the campus as a student can never repay what Lone Star has been able to provide me. I have received more than an education. I have found a new fulfilled self, and I am truly grateful for the contributions my instructors have made to my educational goals, and to Lone Star College for giving me a place for genuine growth in both wisdom and knowledge. Thank you. That was me.
Wow. Aren't we inspired? Yes, I am. I love, I love what I do, as you can tell. I love being with students. I love seeing students, and I love knowing that we're helping dreams come true. And again, as you can see, the impact that these monies do to our students, but again, also their families. Like the impact, I just cannot thank you enough for everything that you're doing. So to Leah, Carlos, and Samantha, thank you so much for sharing. I know it takes courage. I know it takes that courage to share and to be open about your situations and about the challenges and struggles that we all have been facing, but you have been able to share it with us. So we feel very privileged and honored. So muchas gracias. Thank you so much to our students. So let's give them a round of applause. And again, like I mentioned to all the students, I know we all have stories. Wow, I wish we had the time to sit here and listen to every single one of you. Please share your stories to others and to your younger brothers and sisters, to your cousins, to colleagues, to friends, and let them know the impact that education is doing in your lives, because that's what we're here for, to change your lives for the better. And por los padres que están aquí tenemos clases for the parents. We have classes here too for you. If you're interested, tenemos clases de inglés, we have GED classes, we have short-term certificates, degree certificates. You want to go to college with your son or daughter, come on over. Aquí estamos para ayudarles. Aquí tenemos ayuda financiera también. We have financial aid for everyone. So please don't let any obstacles stop you from pursuing your dream and your goal. Again, we are here together to change lives. So thank you so much, and on behalf of our faculty, staff, our administrators, our board, our chancellor, thank you. Muchas gracias for being here. Thank you so much for your commitment and dedication to helping students succeed. And I cannot, again, thank enough the donors for your help, for your generosity, for your time, and for, please pat yourself on the back and say, yes, this is why I do this. And so, again, thank you, muchas gracias. And I believe our Marcy will have some instructions for photos. We definitely want to take advantage of this photo opportunity, so she'll be sharing. So again, thank you so much. Have a great day, and we'll be chatting soon. So thank you so much. Thank you.